Okay, we're back. Video number 3. Not a bad start, for launching my brand new YouTube channel. What's up, y'all? I'm just incredible. If you're new to the channel, if you've heard me, on the radio show on Power 106 in Los Angeles, or checked out my Twitch or IG live streams, or heard some of the music, we've put out. Thank you so much for your constant support, especially on spreading the message on my latest videos that we've put up here on the YouTube channel. Thank you to everyone who's shared the link, who's commented, who's given me a thumbs up, who's hit that subscribe button. We're here to talk about everything from hip hop to sports to basically culture, everything moving in the culture. So today I've got, what I plan on, a very fun conversation, and we're going to get started in just a second here. First off, I have to shout out possibly my favorite album of all time. Definitely an album that changed my life and my career and my love for music. Okay, let's take it to 1996. I'm talking about Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt. Shout out to the Rockefeller team. This album changed hip-hop, at least for me. And I know I speak for many people, man. Congratulations on a classic, man. An amazing album which birthed, an amazing career for Jay-Z and so many other artists. So I had to start off by shouting out Hove on 24 years of Reasonable Doubt. Also, I want to shout out my man Gashi. Just ran into my homie right here on Ventura Boulevard. He played me some new music, so I'm sure very soon we'll be debuting some new music from Gashi and playing it on Leaks of the Week. All right, let's get into today's show. Remixes have always been a big part of hip-hop, both for the artist and the fans. And for me, it's always exciting to see that word remix to one of your favorite songs, and then an artist goes above and beyond and puts out basically a part two, a remix to already a song that's extremely dope. So today we're going to talk about my top 5 remixes that have dropped so far in 2020. There's been some really good ones, and I'll give you my top 5 list. Before we go there, though, I can't talk about today without taking you back a little, because literally the remix was such an exciting moment for me, early on when I was just falling in love with hip hop, that it got me into DJing. It made me want to produce music, and some of those producers, which I'll explain here in a second, are still, some of my biggest inspirations and dudes that I look up to and aspire to be, in this music business. So before we get to my top 5 of 2020, I wanted to drop a few on you just to give you some perspective of what a great remix sounds like, because there's different types of remixes. Sometimes an artist will change the whole entire beat and even offer new verses and new choruses, or you have other times where artists, just kind of lay an additional verse on what is already a hit song. That seems to be the trend in 2020. But I want to shout out Puff Daddy and the Family featuring Carl Thomas and Mace. Been Around the World remix. That's one of my favorite remixes of all time. I have to shout out DJ E-Man. I tell him all the time. The first time I heard that remix was when DJ E-Man played it on the radio on Power 106. Mobb Deep featuring Lil' Kim, Quiet Storm. Like, that's an example of same beat, but they add Lil' Kim to it, and it takes off even bigger than the original. An exciting moment in hip-hop. Method Man, Mary J. Blige, I'll Be There For You. You're All I Need to Get By remix. Come on now. Diddy did one, and RZA did one. That's a conversation in itself, but I'm going to shout out the RZA version. That's my favorite one to play and vibe to. Drew Hill featuring Jermaine Dupri and Da Brat. I'm talking about the In My Bed So So Def remix. And another one I want to mention is Craig Mack, Notorious B.I.G., LL Cool J, Busta Rhymes, and Rampage. Who knows what I'm talking about? The video was crazy. Black and white, Bad Boy. I'm talking about that Flavor in Your Ear remix. Those are just a few. I felt like I couldn't talk about my favorites of 2020 without giving you some of my favorite remixes of all time. And I want you to drop in the comment section below some of your favorite remixes of all time. And with that being said, we can't talk remixes without talking Diddy, Puff Daddy, Jermaine Dupri, Trackmasters, Dark Child remixes. All right, I've given y'all enough insight to where some of my musical passions come from. Let's get into 2020. We're halfway through, and we've had quite a few remixes already. I'm going to give you my top 5. Here we go. Now, these are in no particular order, all right, but I want to start it off with a remix that just dropped this week. Already a hot song. Jack Harlow already on fire with this song, What's Poppin'. He just released a remix with Lil Wayne, DaBaby, and Tory Lanez, adding additional flavor to a song that was already going crazy. And instantly, it's right there on my top 5 list of remixes that have dropped in 2020 so far. Now, the second remix I want to talk about when we talking best of 2020 so far. Now, this remix caught me off guard, and sometimes when remixes are released like this, it's even more exciting. Megan Thee Stallion connected with the Queen of Houston, Beyonce. These two queens on the same track. I thought Beyonce's verse was crazy when she talked about, if you don't jump to put your jeans on, ladies, you don't feel my pain. And she shouting out OnlyFans. Man, I thought Beyonce snapped on it. This record was already headed to number 1, and when Beyonce, the Queen, and Megan connected for the Savage remix, this song is out of here. It's an anthem, and it's definitely in my top remixes of the year so far. All right, my remix number 3. Anytime I get a chance to talk about St. John, I'm going to do it. He's one of my favorite artists. I think he's one of the best in the game, extremely talented, and we ain't seen nothing yet from this man. He has just released a remix to Roses featuring Future. Now, this song is fire. There's a few remixes I want to talk about on this song that I think y'all should know about and add to your playlist. Okay, but definitely we're talking Roses remix featuring Future. Shout out to St. John. He's also got the Iman Beck remix, which is right there neck and neck with this Future remix. Now that one's a little bit more pool party vibes. It's like it's definitely leaning towards the EDM vibe, but listen to it while you're barbecuing over 4th of July weekend, or if you're chilling by the pool. That's another really dope remix. St. John killing 2020, and I'm telling y'all, man, the best is yet to come from that brother. Okay, my next remix comes from Joyner Lucas, extremely talented MC. This moment was really exciting because, Joyner's got a song called Will, where he's paying homage to the legendary Will Smith, and bro got Will Smith on the remix, and Will is spitting on this joint. So this for sure, as a hip hop fan, you know what I'm saying? From the Will Smith era to the Joyner Lucas era, this is a great combination right here. This Will remix by Joyner Lucas, definitely on my list. All right, my 5th and final remix of 2020 so far. And this one was hard to get to because, there's been a few. There's a Don't Rush remix with DaBaby. There's a Life is Good remix, which, that song was already a smash record, and then they add DaBaby and Lil Baby to it, and it's even more fire. But for this one, I wanted to go a little more international. Now, Party Next Door, shout out to the OVO team, shout out to my Toronto family. He had the Loyal joint with Drake, which was already huge, but I didn't see the Bad Bunny remix, coming. That's not one that I would have guessed to happen, and it did. So when Bad Bunny gets on it, it gave it more of an international feel. You get, all of the Bad Bunny fans, and you get the Party Next Door fans, and that takes that song to a totally different place. And I want to say I put excitement level into my opinion, and that one right there, that was like a double shot of espresso on that remix. So yeah, I put that in my top 5 remixes so far of 2020. There they are. All right, so with that being said, I've got a couple questions for y'all, and I'd love to see your comments in the comment section below. Number 1, for my pure hip hop fans, did the mixtape ruin the remix? I say this because not as many great remixes come out today, in my opinion, because artists just get on mixtape tracks and they kind of rap over the hottest joints. What are some of your favorite remixes you've ever heard? Drop them in the comment section below. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take your playlist, some of your favorites and my favorites, And I'm going to make a Spotify playlist, and I'll post that link as well on my next episode right here on my YouTube channel. Thank you, as always, for watching. If you're into this type of content and you like these type of conversations, in addition to commenting below, hit that subscribe button and even click the thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. My Instagram, my Twitter, my Twitch, everywhere you can find me on social media. Those links are right below as well. We'll talk again very soon. Thank you for checking me out. Just incredible. Peace and love, y'all.